Hey there, welcome to the Christian Media Marketing Show. I am recording this in our brand new office facility. My name is John, and I'm on behalf of Kavanaugh Media. Thanks for spending some time with me today. We are in the process of moving our location, same city, same state, but we actually are getting an office complex in a really secure facility which has just been an answer to prayer, to be honest with you, from God. It's just been amazing to see how He has worked this out. Plus, it's a pretty cool place, to be honest with you. We're literally at the Knoxville airport, is where we're getting to operate, helping out some local businesses, helping out mission teams like yourselves and churches around the world. And we're really, really thankful to be able to do this and to have this space. And so we'll be putting some pictures out, some stuff like that. Right now, it's still pretty bare, but we're getting there, and we're slowly but surely trying to do the furnishing and all that kind of stuff while we continue to serve you and other teams around the world. Thanks for spending some time today with me. We've been going through this process of just trying to look at what's new in 2023. There's different things that are happening. There are different types of services, rules change all of the time. And so that's why we do this podcast is we want to still continue to share what we are learning, even though we really pivoted to be a service to mission orgs and teams where we do the technology, the back end, the marketing, whatever it might be. We want to be there with you all from the beginning to the end. And we say this a lot at Kavanaugh. Serving is our privilege. It is a privilege to serve the people around the world. We do not take it for granted, nor do we claim ownership of any of the things that God is doing. We just want to bring glory to Him. So, in today's podcast and video show here, I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit about how you can add, like Facebook Messenger, the chat plugin to your website itself, not just the pop up button, but literally adding the messaging or whatever you want to embed your Facebook page contact form on your website. And the reason why we still tell people we like websites, still like doing it, yes, I know that there are people that are out there that just get a Facebook page or whatever else and they're running their content, and that's great. But you have to understand that when that content, then you put something new out there, slowly but surely that content just goes away and is not still seen. But let's say you're just doing paid marketing to it. It's still a thing where people go to different social media platforms to do different things. Like you go to YouTube to watch videos. Maybe you go on Facebook just to see what your friends or family are doing, or to see a few pictures or whatever that might be. Different platforms have different usage to them. And that's that key thing there. A website becomes a place where you can drive traffic to it, where people can go at any time. It is yours. You're not going to get blocked because Facebook or YouTube or TikTok or somebody doesn't like the content that you're putting on there. But it also becomes a repository, a place for you to, like a library for all your past campaigns that you've used. These landing pages, video series, maybe a Creation to Christ series. Maybe you have Bible reading plans or a way to download the Bible. We think the website is still a big part of that. It's not the only one. And when you build it and all of that, that's up to you all. But we really do believe that it continues to be an important part of your digital engagement strategy. So let's say you don't want people filling out a contact us form, or you don't want people going on your website and then maybe you don't want to put a phone number where they can text you or whatever. Maybe the only way you want them to contact you is to use like Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram direct. Well, what I'm going to show you today is how you can do that and embed it. The other nice thing about this is I go to some of your all sites that I've seen out there, and you've already installed maybe the plugin, but it keeps popping up and it's just there. Well, there's ways to do it so it doesn't harass people or start full or whatever. There's different options. You can even change the color and the greeting with it. I'm going to show you all of that. So let's dive into the training together now. All right, so when you're doing this and when you're going through, it's really important for you to start out just with your Facebook page and open up your Facebook page. All right, so I'm going to kind of walk you across. This is what it looks like. I'm going to just start right here. This is uh, what at the end of it all, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, and so here is your website. And you have on a contact us page, this is a demo site for us. So this is not a real one. You could put your email, you can put your follow buttons. You see how it's got this down here in the corner? That is the pop-up button, right? So you could have that. Notice it's starting minimized right now, but you could start it up. But then you can also put this in where it brings up the page for you. I'll show you what this looks like. Depending upon which one you want to see when you log in, it will show the page. It might show your image there, the name there. You could invite people to like the page, share it, or to message, depending upon how you have it set up. So here's what you're going to do. Go into your Facebook page first, and then in the inbox, click on the inbox area in your Meta Business Suite. Now, make sure that you're logged in as the Facebook page here. Okay, that's the key thing. Log in as the page and then go to your Meta Business Suite. So when you're in your Meta Business Suite, go to your inbox. And here on your inbox, all right, this is where in the very top right, way up in the right, is going to be a button that you can press, and that's going to allow you to see all settings. So you're going to click here, and you're going to click on that all settings button. Okay. When you've done that in your inbox, so you go to the top right, you're logged in Facebook Business Suite to your account, go to your inbox, click on all settings, and then it's going to look like this for your inbox settings. Now, when you're into this point, you want to click on chat plugin. All right. So it's got messaging, suggestions, chat plugin, get more messages. All right. So they've got some marketing going on there, but click on chat plugin. When you're doing this, right, you want to click on the setup button. Click on the setup button. You'll notice here there's ways for you to put in different names for your website. There's ways for you to bring in different types of automations and greetings for people. This is where you can bring an FAQ or don't. If you've created the page in English but you're running it in an Arabic speaking country, make sure all of this is right for your target audience. All right, so you've clicked on setup, and this is where you're now in it, where you can go and do what you want to do. So I would click on setup, and now it's going to ask you where to do it, how you want to use this, your setup method that you want to use. So if you're using Google Tag Manager or you're doing some sort of code injection, then just choose the standard that you see right here. Okay. If you have a WordPress site, there is a plugin you can use, or Shopify or Wix, Squarespace, ManyChat, Webflow, whatever. But let's just assume that you're going to do the standard one because we really like using Google Tag Manager. We find that it's really beneficial, to be honest with you, to help us to bring new things and new capabilities into our websites. In fact, we'll be sharing a new one of those real soon. So go in there, choose standard, and then you're going to just paste that code into the footer of where you're going. So you need to make sure when you go back into it that you have the website name that you want to use. And then when you've got all that done, then you're going to hit the publish button. All right. And then you're going to type in your website name, press tab or enter, then save it. And then you can add more websites. When you're all done, copy that code, finish it, hit that publish button. All right. That's all things that you can do. But you can also do more. Do you notice this customize your chat plugin at the very bottom of the screen allows you here to change what people see. So here we have icon only, the icon and text saying like, hey, let's chat, or just text only. You can change the icon style. You can change how prominent you want it. So it's the chat plug in the window, just a button with a greeting. You can do the standard or a compact size. You can put it on the right or the left. You can choose how much padding you want to put All of this is there and more. You can change the color, a ton of things. All right. So, all sorts of customization that you can do. But when everything's done, hit the publish button. When you've done that, you're going to go to your website, and now is where you can do some really cool things. All right. So, go to your website, and we're going to be adding some stuff to it. Now, there are some things that you can do with this plugin to even embed it. So if you want to do even more, like a page plugin embed, then what you're going to do is go to the developers.facebook.com page. I'll put the link here. You can see it on the video, but go to developers.facebook.com /docs /plugins /page dash plugin. If you're listening to the podcast, I know it's a lot. I'll try to put that on the show notes. So go to our Kavanaugh Media site and you can see it there. But go up to that address, that developer.facebook.com, and now is some places where you get the embed part of what you want to do, which is really cool. All right, so this is where you can get that part that you saw on the website. So you go there and you're going to enter the name of your Facebook page. All right, so go in there. I'm using Kavanaugh on this one, or different ones that we have, but it's going to use different things. At first, it's going to say timeline right here, which you could do. If you want people to be able to see your Facebook page and posts that you're putting from your Facebook page on your website, you could do that, right? But here, under tabs, for the messaging part, you want to change it to say messages. Then under there, all right, you're going to delete the timeline. You're going to put in the word messages and then select the width and the height that you want for this box that you're going to embed on, let's say, your contact us page. And then when you have all of that done, you see there's things you could use: a small header, you can hide the cover photo, you can bring the cover photo into it, you can adapt it to a plugin's container width. You can even do one where it'll show people's friends' faces so that others can see who has already liked your page. Or you can turn it off. All right, these are all things that you can do here. The key thing then is to click the Get Code button. All right, if you scroll down the rest of this page there on the developer site, you'll see other things that you can do. So it's going to really explain this whole process. So if you need more information beyond the podcast or the video, make sure you go there. All right, there's tons of stuff. For example, the call to action. Whatever is the call to action on your Facebook page is what's going to show up here. It could be follow us, send message, whatever you might have. All right, so there's lots of things that you can do. Here's some examples it's showing you, and these are all embeddable on a website types of tabs of information. All right, straight from your Facebook page. So a lot of information there. The key thing is once you have it all done, you've got it set up the way you want it, then you're going to press on the blue button that says Get Code. And this is what it looks like. Then it's going to bring up whichever type of account that you have there, what language you're doing it in, and then it's going to give you the JavaScript SDK for you to embed this on the page. So you add this JavaScript SDK to the page where you want the box to appear on. So if it's just on a Contact Us page, that's where you would embed this code. And then you add it wherever you want it to show up on the page. And then you can customize the settings directly in the code itself there if you want. So if you see right here at step 3, place this code wherever you want the plugin to appear on your page. Going through it, you can choose the width, the height. You see here where it says add a small header, true. You could say false. So there's lots of options, but this is the actual code you're going to put on your website. And then when you're done, that's when you have this embeddable Facebook messaging option right on a page. And you can also then install that chat plugin if you would prefer to do it that way. So I've shown you both ways of adding both the chat plugin or even more to add this whole contact us through Meta option there as well. All right, I hope that that is seen as a benefit to you. I hope that you are looking at this going, all right, I see what it is. I see what we have here. And so I want to be using this on the sites that you have. I hope that's what you've seen today because Meta is adding some new things all the time. I know there's lots of news about Meta. I know there's lots of things out there all the time, but billions of people are still using it. Same thing with Google. So we're going to keep leaning in to Facebook and Google and YouTube and Twitter and whatever else that we can to help make Jesus famous. That's important to us. That's what we want to do. So I hope today that has been a benefit to you. If you try it, if you have questions, reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you. If you have ideas of things that we could be sharing, this is a community. And there's many of you that are watching and listening each week. Let us know ideas for training. We'd love to be able to serve in that kind of way. And as always, this comes out every Friday, 1:15 a.m., Lord willing. So subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube. Please share it with others. Give us 5 stars on YouTube or on the podcast that you listen to. It helps us. We're not monetizing this. We're not getting paid for this, but it does help more and more people be able to see it and to know more about it. All right. Thanks so much. Until next time, take care. God bless. And may He help you as you make His Son famous. Bye for now.